Hi guys, this is Laura from Star Sisters Tarot. Excuse my messy appearance here. Had a late start today, but I did just want to go over for our next 3 months video. This will be our first quarter of the year, so our January, February, and March. So before I get into the video and before you can do your card pick there with your pile, I just really want to talk what the next 3 months really are about. And the next 3 months, it's going to be about exploring yourself. So this is a really big journey inside of our minds, inside of our hearts, inside of our spirits. What it means to be yourself. What is it that makes you you? And it's going to be a positive time. It's going to help you unlock a lot of doors. It's going to open your heart to maybe some truths that you've been denying. So it could be a little bit rough because exploring yourself, it always involves shadow work. And it's going to be a rough transition, even though it is going to open you up to this beautiful journey on who you are now and who you might grow to become, who you want to become. It's always going to be rough when you do that because whenever you do shadow work, you're going to be facing some uncomfortable truths about yourself or about those around you, just anything involving yourself. You're also going to find a lot to be grateful for, though, in this quarter. You're going to be able to connect to your family, relationships, nature, and you're going to have a lot deeper appreciation, too, for your hobbies and the things that bring you joy and things that bring you meaning. It's also, it's like a humbling experience, too, as well as something that I would describe it as, especially with that shadow work taking place. Also, this is really thinking about what you want in life, not just who you want to be, but also what is it you want, where is it that you want to go. So don't be afraid to make a wish. This is the time to ask the universe for answers on what it is you really want, figuring that out, and taking a chance. So lots of opportunities for that. We really just, this is exploring exactly what it is we want. And this isn't going to be some quick meaning like, oh, I want a house. You know, this is deep, soul deep. This is talking about, like, your place in the world. Like, where is it you want to go? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want your relationships to go? I mean, it's just a very strong soul journey. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump to our, keeping that in mind, we'll jump to our cards so that you can go ahead and pick a pile to get your reading. Alright guys, we're just going to jump right into it. Now, if you've never done a pick a card reading before, I'm going to give you just a brief rundown. What you're going to do is you're going to pick a pile that resonates the most with you. Pause the video if you have to. I'm also going to put some crystals on here if you like to pick by crystals. And then you're just going to jump down to the description box and click the timestamp, and it'll fast forward you to your reading. So just to give you an idea on the piles here, we have Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. So just take a minute and see which pile is resonating with you. I'm going to go ahead and put some crystals on here. On Group 1, we do have some red jasper there. Group 2, we have our tiger's eye. Group 3, we have our amethyst. So just take a minute, pick which one is resonating with you, and then you can go down and fast forward to your reading. Group 1, let's talk about our next 3 months, January, February, and March. So we have our overall energy, the cards that you picked. We have our new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. And our new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So, definitely have 2 new moons here, which is some manifestation energy there. So it looks like your hard work is going to pay off for these 3 months. The time that you've put in previously, the time that you're going to put in. The answers that you need are coming, and it does come with a message that you and your loved ones are safe. So maybe stop worrying about the outcome so much, or when the outcome is going to happen, because either way you're safe. You and your loved ones are safe. And this is going to happen. We just need to wait for these answers for these next 3 months. So if you're thinking something in particular that you have a question about, the answers that you are going to need are going to be coming. But let's take a look at the overall energy for the 3 months here, and the transformation that we kind of make. So I don't know if this is right now or if this is going to be in January. This was your top card, was the Star reversed. So feeling like we don't have a lot of manifestation power, feeling that success is always out of reach too here with our 6 of Wands reversed. Just feeling like it's never going to happen. You have the Hangman reversed too. Fear of change, fear of not being able to manifest. I really feel like this is a financial reading particularly, or maybe even a relationship. I could see both, so keep that in mind there. On the bottom 3 cards of the deck here, which is the focus. Let's see what the focus of this reading is about. So we have our Knight of Swords reverse, which is a lot of action without thought. We have our Queen of Cups, which could represent yourself, or, we just got our emotional fulfillment. And we have 4 of Pentacles reversed, feeling like there is never enough resources, not enough time, not enough money, hoarding mentality. There's a lot of Pentacles here. I really feel like this is about money, guys. But it could be about a relationship, just because the Lover's in here. So, either way, the first half, probably January, I'm seeing that we're going to feel really stuck. We're going to feel like this is never going to happen. We're feeling like unsuccessful is what I'm seeing here. Is this unsuccessful, having to wait vibe, and we're sick of waiting. We want this answer. We think, and then because we still have not gotten this answer, we feel like it's not going to come. It's like, well, it hasn't come yet, and I've put all this time and all this energy into it, so it's not going to come. But that is not the case. Not necessarily. Your hard work is paying off, and you need to remember that. So I'm seeing that, and then we're going to move on to our February. We have our 5 of Pentacles, so we have kind of feeling a little bit sorry for ourselves. Maybe in the first half of the month here, feeling like there's no help, there's no options, kind of feeling left out in the cold. And then we have the Lovers, which, if this is a financial reading, this is going to be the choice to see things for the better, making the right decision. So maybe we have even a decision that comes in February too, and that we need to make the decision. This decision might make us feel a little bit sorry for ourselves, but we don't necessarily know that. That could be that, or this could be just wanting to change our perspective. In February too, with the Lovers, one or the other. But it's just right here, we have the answers you need are coming. So I kind of feel like the answers that we need are coming in February, or at least a clue to which direction it's going to go. So then we are going to go into our March, which you and your loved ones are safe. And then we have the Hermit, which some much needed alone time, some little bit of isolation, maybe a little bit of learning how to process everything that's happening. And then we are going to bloom over here into this Six of Pentacles, which is a generosity card, but this could also be coming into some money, but also an exchange of money. So this could be with a family member or just with somebody. It's a mutual exchange. So even though you're like giving somebody something or someone's giving you something, it's just a very mutual card. So really transforming ourselves. We got our stuck and stagnant energy, and then we have our making a decision to kind of leave that behind. Maybe a little bit of isolation so that we can change our mindset, and then we're going to change it into this generosity. But we're going to get some more cards out here to see what else that we can see. Let's see what we got here, guys. What else can you tell me for group 1 about the next 3 months? How well does that go with the generosity? Give back. So we have our give back card, which goes with our generosity card so well. Alternative. So there's going to be an alternative way of thinking, an alternative way of doing things. Let's see what we got for January. Sleep, rest, waiting. Wow. Okay. Well, that really emphasizes what we're going to be more of our themes for our January, February, and March, and it really sums them up very nicely. So January, we're going to be waiting, we're going to be sleeping, we're going to be resting, recovering. February, there's going to be some sort of alternative that's going to happen. And then March, we have our giving back, our generosity. That's beautiful, guys. Let's see what else we got. All right. Ooh, lots of communication going on here with both of these. We have our canary spirit, which is singing your own song, using your voice. We have that kind of theme, having to step up and really stand up for ourselves here, especially with this watch your words. But this is also talking about being careful with your words as well. How are we communicating? How are we texting? How are we processing everything? What are you saying to yourself? And what message are you repeating? Is it something that makes you feel good? This is a mimic card. Parrots mimic what is around them. We need to be mindful of our self-talk when we're singing our own song. And make sure we're saying what we truly believe about ourselves. Because we don't want our stuff about ourselves to become reality. We need to remember to speak with love and have that become a habit to ourselves so that we can sing our own song and have our little crown there on the canary spirit. Be generous too with compliments, but this is a very strong communication card here. Lots of talking with this bird energy. This is also what you say about yourself is what you're going to receive, because that's that manifestation power. So we need to be careful about our self-talk, and so that we don't manifest something that we don't want to. If we say all these horrible things about ourselves and we believe them, then, that's how we're going to act, how we're going to feel. If you keep telling yourself, I don't feel good, I don't feel good, I don't feel good, even if you only felt slightly bad, all of a sudden you will feel horrible. So you got to be careful with that. So watch your words so that we can sing our own song and we can embrace this canary spirit here, where being our true, authentic selves. Alright, let's see. What else? What do we need to really contemplate this next 3 months? What questions and shadow work do we need to do to help with these next 3 months for group 1? Alright. What if it isn't true? So, I'm feeling a lot of presumptions here, guys. You're probably looking at this reading right now and pointing out the negative aspects of it, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to get this because it says alternative here. So you're thinking it's going to be something else. But you don't know the answer to that. You don't know what alternative means, and we can only get so clear with cards. So just to be clear on that, this is just the current energy. Energy is always changing and it's in flux constantly. There's different people, different aspects of things that change the energy. You yourself can change your energy at any point. So don't make assumptions and get into this feeling of defeat and this feeling of depression. Or don't presume you're not going to get the answer that you want. That's really what this feels like too, is you're just presuming that it's not going to happen. But the fact of the matter is we don't know all the answers. But what if it isn't true? This is what you really need to think about for the next 3 months. The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you don't think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? What if all these things that you're telling yourself are not true? Today's soul action, what you need to start off on this journey, is it's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? So really think about it. I would even journal your answers. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul truth? Think about that. What lie are you telling yourself? Because we're definitely telling ourselves something with this parrot here. What do we need to do? What do we need to let go of to be able to move forward to more abundance? I'm going to do one last deck here for you guys. This is for any last information, any last messages or details that we need to know about. Let's see what we got here for group 1. Any last details or messages? I'm going to take this. Three of Swords reversed. The Empress reversed. I'm not sure what card that was. I lost that one. Hierophant. Man, a lot of reverse cards here. take a look. So, oh, sorry guys, my head hit the little screen there. So, Three of Swords reverse. We have maybe some drama, some upheaval, confusion, struggle, fear of making mistakes, being immobilized by indecision. So, scared to move. That's kind of funny because the Hangman was talking about that too. Scared of moving forward, scared of changes. I think we're scared of hearing the answer. We have fear of hearing the answer. But we have that card. I can definitely sense that. I think we're really scared to know the answer. Like, we want the answer, but we're scared of it. We're scared of the change. Don't let that fear immobilize you and stop you from living your life. Don't let that stop you from going for new opportunities and new things. It doesn't have to put you into, you don't have to be stalled out waiting for this answer. There are other things that you can do, other choices you can make, and you don't have to, see, this is, then we have our blocked creativity here, unfulfilled potential. So we're not doing the most of our potential because we have this big insecurity about this. We're waiting for this answer. Also, we're not believing that we can achieve what we desire, which we can. It's there. Again, we're kind of lying to ourselves here. What if it isn't true? We're talking down on ourselves, and we really need to not do that. And then we have this rigid attitude here with the Hierophant reverse. We have a lot of pressure. We might need to do something differently and challenge status quo. We might need to do something not in the traditional sense. Maybe we're so caught up in tradition and how you're supposed to do things that we're not looking for alternatives. We're stuck in the box. We're not thinking outside the box. We're just thinking inside the box, and it's stifling us because we are not thinking of alternatives. But yeah, I think this message just comes with, I think the most important message that I get out of this for the next 3 months, that what you really need to know and concentrate on is the way we're talking about ourselves and looking at things. So we really need to change that around. Rest up for January. Know that whatever situation you were thinking to get out of this, it's rest in January. So this whole month, we are just going to chill out. You probably won't get answers till late February, early March, but it is going to turn around for you. You and your loved ones will be safe, so that is a great thing to know, and also that you will be getting answers soon to your questions. I do hope that this helps. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you do resonate with it, please give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You can also check out our Facebook page at Star Sisters Tarot. We do give out free readings once a month for our VIP page if you would like to join that one as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye. Alright, hi Group 2. Let's take a look at our next 3 months. These are the ones of you guys who picked our Tiger's Eye here. So, we got our January, February, and March. So, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of solo journeys here for February and January here. We got our time for healing, so just taking a rest in January and really recovering from some sort of, could just be recovering your energy. This could be recovering from some sort of hurt, but we are going to be healing in January, and then once we get over that, once we feel better about ourselves, feel better about the situation, then we are going to be thinking with our meditate and contemplate here with our new moon in Pisces. And look, you got 2 new moons here, so new starts, manifestation, but it's just really, we're going to be turning this healing here with this meditating and this contemplating into prosperity with our Taurus, which is a really great thing, and it's going to be great for you. It might be a little bit of a struggle, but with the moon reversed here, but I think you guys are going to do great. So back to the time for healing for January, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So searching right here, starting off on a journey, planning something out. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. You got this new start with the Ace of Pentacles. So even we're the prosperity too with this time for healing. We're also going to be having a lot of ideas, a lot of planning, especially about some sort of new project with this Ace of Pentacles here. Could be financially. Honestly, this could be anything with this right here. Something new. It could be a new realization about ourselves. It could be just wanting to start something new, or this is such like a, and it's just, this is for January, so this is such like a new energy, a new fresh start. We're healing from this might even be last year. We might be healing from last year or something that happened, but this is a brand new start in January, while also healing as well. Now for February, we do have the moon reversed, so a little bit of cloudy thinking, ignoring our intuition, but we are going to have the strength to overcome it. And also just kind of looking at these cards right here too, I feel like this is a flip-flop back and forth, and this is probably where the meditating and the contemplating come in, is following your intuition, not following your intuition, following your intuition, not following your intuition, you know, back and forth, flip-flopping. That is kind of what I received with these two cards together for February, but we are going to overcome that, and I think this is really why we have this meditation and contemplation here too, is because we are figuring out how to follow our intuition, and that is what we have to figure out and think on. Then you got your prosperity. You finally figured everything out in March. There might be in the beginning, we do have the death reverse, which is some stale, stagnant energy, maybe feeling a little bit stuck in the beginning of the month of March, but we are going to be moving on to the Nine of Pentacles here. So by the time March is finished, we will have this prosperity, and we will be confident with this Nine of Pentacles, more independent, self-sufficient, just really embracing our inner power here. So that is a great look for your first 3 months of the year. But I'm going to go ahead and get some more cards. Let's see, you get 3 more cards. Let's see what other messages there are. Okay. Ooh. Self-love for January, guys. So maybe we are healing our mindset. We're going to have to really focus on changing the way we talk to ourselves and the things that we do for ourselves. Alright, let's see for February. Oh, guys, I love this. I love where this is going. You're going to commit to happiness in February. So learning to love ourselves this January, committing to happiness in February, and strength for March, guys. Really coming into our own, really embracing our tiger, our inner strength. How great of a message is that? That is beautiful. That is simplified, but such a strong and powerful message. Sorry, you guys might not be able to see this. Let me scoot this up a little bit. But we got our self-love, commitment to happiness, and then really embracing what we have learned in January and February, and embracing ourselves as a person and having that great strength. That is amazing. All right, let's see what actions we can take to maybe help us along or any advice that we have here. Let's see. This is going to be a wonderful journey for you guys. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, use your mind wisely. So this is a real journey of the power of the mind. This is acknowledging the past, acknowledging not being like stuck in the past or the future, but just really taking the lessons, learning them, and moving on from it in a healthy manner. Not being scared of the future either with this pig spirit and using your mind wisely. This is such a wisdom type of card. I'm actually really surprised. I don't know, when I think of wisdom, I think of the elephant, but they use the pig spirit for that. But this is what we're going to be doing. We need to use our mind wisely, and especially when it comes, this is like training your mind too. I really feel with this and the self-love, we are training our mind to think more positively. We are training our mind to think better of ourselves, think better of others, especially ourselves though. And then we have our moth spirit. Surrender to this message from the divine. Surrender now. Surrender to knowing that you are going on this solo journey of self-love and a commitment to happiness, because this is going to change your whole mindset. This is going to be a huge personal change and development for you, so that we can have so much prosperity and strength and self-contentment, and just surrender to the journey. It's not something that's going to be able to happen overnight. This is going to be a long process of 3 months. So take that in mind. Don't think we can just like rush this journey of self-love. Self-love is not something that you can just automatically change about yourself. You have to take the time. You have to put in the work. But let's see what other considerations we have here. What questions will help us start our journey? Got one. Let's see if we can get one more card here, or maybe even two. What other questions do we have? Oh, 3. Okay, well, I guess we've got 4. Alright. Surrender again, guys. Alright, let's take a look. And we'll read them as they come. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? How can I surrender even more in this moment? Self-love, guys. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? And to whom am I comparing myself right now? So we have these 4 questions for you to contemplate that we need answers to help us on our journey. So if you want to write these down, or you can come back to this video and take a look, but these are what is going to help us in our journey, is answering these questions for ourselves. So do you surround yourself with people that lift you up? And if you don't, how can you fix that? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? If you do want to take proactive action, you can make a list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself with, and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves you, and can you love them from a distance? So if we have someone being more negative, is it possible to love them from a distance? And if not, how can we rather cut that tie or help them become more of someone who lifts you up? Maybe we need to lift them up so they can lift us up too. That's also a possibility. How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong connections of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work, let go of the wheel, and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. If you want to take an action, know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. So this is joyfully trusting the process, releasing the outcome. Don't worry about the outcome. This is about the journey and how you get there, and that's what we really need to surrender to. Trusting the universe is going to help you get there, and just be. We have our self-love and compassion. So if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Oh, here, so we should do a self-care. Do something for yourself today, some sort of self-care, and don't feel guilty about it. There is a list here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, I'm sure you know some self-care things to do here, but we can also set stronger boundaries, meditate and listen to your heart, speak to yourself with compassion, focus on your strengths, say no to something that isn't a soul yes, say yes to something you are afraid of, let go of what you cannot control, stay far away from drama and negativity, ask for help and allow that person to help you, or we can write down 3 things you are grateful for. And there's other stuff you can do too. So that's something to take a look at. And then, who am I comparing myself right now? So it hurts your self-love if you keep comparing yourself. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody. And I think that's a really hard lesson for people. You don't compare yourself to anybody. You are your own person. You are on your own journey. So comparing yourself only will make you sad because we're self-righteous, one of the two. So we don't want to do that either way. Because that is a way of hurting our self-love for ourselves, because we're always not measuring up. We're always thinking the grass is greener on the other side too. Like, man, I should be able, this person, I mean, I'm sure if you're a mom, you've done this before. Like, man, this other mom can do her makeup and hair. She goes to work. She goes to school. She does all these other things. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm struggling right now. That, you don't know what she's going through, though. She might have gone through this journey already, and maybe that's where you're going to end up. Or she's struggling with something else. You just don't know. You can't compare yourself to another person. You just can't. Let's look at the back. What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you, and that is so true. Today, stop comparing and start creating. We create our own energy. If we're so busy looking at other people, sometimes we can not do anything with ourselves, or we'll get tired because we'll just perceive or take on some of their energy. But we really just need all that you can accomplish, all that you can do is within you. You don't need another person. You don't need to compare yourself to another person. You guys are on separate journeys. But those are your 4 questions here. I'm going to do one more here for you, just to see if there's any extra information, any extra messages for us. Let's see what we got. Ooh. That's kind of funny though. Let's see what else we got. Any extra messages? Clarify. I just lost that card. Hang on. Sorry. Sloppy shuffling today, guys. Anything for group 2? We got the Empress reversed. Alright. Which is kind of, I'm going to put on the top. And then we got these 3 cards here. We have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the 3 of Wands. So, let's talk first on the Empress reversed. So the Empress reversed, which is unfulfilled potential. We got some insecurity, not believing that you can achieve what you desire, not believing in ourselves. That's kind of where we're at right now. I really strongly feel that this is not believing in ourselves, just based on this other reading here. And I think this is what we need to do. We need to take some time here with the Hermit, some isolation to really, so that we can think about this, we can start our journey, because we really need to work on loving ourselves and believing in ourselves more. That is the first step on the journey. And if you need to take some time off, some isolation from your friends or family, or just a lot of maybe some meditation, some time with your inner thoughts. It's really what I think we need to do here. And then we have our Knight of Pentacles reversed as well. So maybe we've been procrastinating this here with the Knight of Pentacles. We've had some inaction. Maybe we've been just ignoring this problem here, overlooking important details. Needing to relax and change things up a little. So I think this is saying here, we've been avoiding this. We really need to take some time to ourselves so that we can change our perspective, so we can start this journey. And maybe we've known this for a while, or suspected, but we need to stop procrastinating on taking this alone time so that we can work on our perspective and start this journey. So we have, and then our last card, we have the 3 of Wands. If this is a sign, guys, that this 3 of Wands, your initiative pays off. Good returns, your efforts are working. Be optimistic. It's justified. It's time to make plans for yourself to be able to do this. It's time for some self-love, some self-care, some healing. It's time. Guys, this is such a sassy message here after reading this. It's like, stop avoiding it and just do it. That's really what this is saying. Like, just stop and just do it, and you're gonna just surrender. You got so many surrender cards, but you know, it's like it's time. This is calling you. But yeah, that's the message that really has there. 6 of Pentacles on top, so generosity, gaining something. I think this is the universe saying they're giving you this gift. That this is something that you can receive, that the universe, the divine, God, whoever you believe in, that they're trying to give you this, and just surrender, just take it, you know. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Delays and setbacks here with the Hangman reverse. Fear of change also. We got some fear of change going on. Feeling like there's just too many choices, too many options. And then you have our 4 of Cups reversed. Definitely scared to start. Not knowing where to start too. I can understand not knowing where to start. But this is telling you where to start. Isolation, time with yourself. Also connecting to nature. Like, I would, like, if you guys could take a hike, or if you could go outside and just sit for a while, you know, that, some alone time. But that is where to start. It is straight up telling you, you need to have some isolation. Surrender to the divine, surrender to what you need to do. And yeah, that's pretty much the message, guys. If you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You can check out our Facebook page of Star Sisters Tarot on Facebook and leave us a message there, or here on YouTube channel if you would like more in-depth personal reading. That's all I got for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Alright, hello group 3. These are for one of those guys who picked our amethyst here. Put that to the side. So let's take a look. This is for our next 3 months. We have January, February, and March. So looking over these all together as a picture, it looks like we're going to be dealing with a lot of social things, or just some sort of big complex dispute of some sort. So we have communication is key. So in January, we're going to be doing a lot of talking, and to be able to work through this, we are going to need to communicate. It is very key because we have our Six of Wands reversed, and we have our Five of Swords reversed. So Six of Wands reversed and Five of Swords reversed. So this is feeling like we're not getting the recognition we deserve. I'm just really feeling like an unappreciated vibe. And because of this, we're having this very complex situation. I just see a lot of arguing with this, guys. This is the vibes I'm getting, is a lot of arguing. I feel like this could be in a relationship or a career or some sort of project situation, but there's a lot of conflict going on in January because we don't feel like we're getting proper recognition. We don't feel like we're getting what we deserve. We are disappointed with this too. We're disappointed that we feel this way, and that the situation has come to what it has become, which is why we need to communicate. It's going to be a frustrating communication, but we need to communicate. It's very important. Next, we got our February. You're very close to achieving your goal. So this communication, this is not something that's going to magically turn around. It's not going to magically go your way. This is going to be a long process, but it's important to start communicating this month so that we can get to the point of getting a little bit of a resolution, because this is going to be a very long journey for you guys, which is why I'm really thinking rather a career or couple, some sort of situation. I'm really getting couple vibes just because this is so long. I mean, usually things would work yourself out with friends a lot quicker than this. And I mean, it could be career, but I didn't get any pentacles. So I'm really strongly feeling this is a family member or a partner of some sort. But we have our complex dispute, our not feeling appreciated. Now we get a little bit closer in February to achieving our goal, but it's not going to happen in February yet. So we have our Five of Cups, which is disappointment, blindly not looking at things clearly, willful blindness is the word I'm looking for. So this is like a willful blindness card. I think we get a little bit tired at this point, but we're still going to need to push through because we are closer to achieve. Don't let yourself get stuck in these negative mindsets. The Queen of Cups is being reversed, emotionally drained, just too much of an overload of emotions, too much an overload of impressions. Also, putting others first. So it's kind of like we just decide to put somebody else first, to put others first to like a self-defeating degree so that we don't have to face the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is talking about a lot of disappointment, negative attitudes, oh man, the need to release old emotions, really bundling up our emotions. You need to find a new perspective, feeling let down, inability to focus on positive feelings, or just too busy focusing on how disappointed we are by how things are going, that it's becoming an issue. So in February, that's what we really need to look out for, is this problem. We want to have a positive mindset. I know that's hard and it's easy to say, but if you want to take steps to be prepared for this journey, I would definitely take the step of working on that positive mindset. Let's take a look at March. We have it's time to take action. So we've talked it over. We are close to achieving our goal, and then in March, it's finally time to be more proactive, to work on manifesting. You did get the Wheel of Fortune here, which is saying, everything that goes up must come down, and so on and so forth. This is going to pass. It is starting to look brighter. This is like your bright light in March, is the wheel. This is your bright light. This is letting you know that this is going to end soon. It's not over yet. It's like it's not going to be over because you have the Five of Wands reversed. So Five of Wands is more conflict. It's such an Aries energy too. Like you have the new moon in Aries and you have this Five of Wands, which I'm not saying that Aries are very conflicting or anything, but this is more of a, instead of the Five of Swords over here with this type of conflict, this is like a darker type of conflict. This is more of, we're going to solve this issue, kind of like the boys, how they like throw a punch and then they're all good and they're besties again. It's kind of, that's what this is making me think of. That's making me think of this, especially with this time to take action. It's finally time. You've talked it out. You've gotten to a point in that you just need to finally release that last little bit. You just need to finish that conflict. And then I feel like the wheel is saying that is going to get better, but we're going to get some more cards to get some more details on exactly what else we can do, what else we can expect for our January, February, March. Let's see. That really jumped. We got breathe. So in January, just breathe. It's going to be rough. You're just going to have to push your way through it. Remember to take that time for yourself. Remember to breathe. Remember to relax. Ooh, kindness. Remember to have kindness in February. Also, that might be what we are employing. Okay, this one actually dropped too, so I'm going to take them. We're going to need to regroup a little bit in March. We have self-love, and you have unexpected too. So there's going to be a lot of unexpected things happening. Maybe this person that you're having in conflict with, whatever it is that rather draws this conflict, or because this is going to be the time to resolve, it's going to force you into some sort of unexpected action. Or this just could be that you realize your inner strength, and we have this, hang on, let me just get this up so you can see this unexpected self-love here. That's a possibility too, but they did fall like this. So I'm actually going to switch that around because that's how they fell. I want to get more details on this one here. January, just take a breath and really embody gratitude and kindness in February, but don't do it until you drain yourself dry. This is not a message to drain yourself dry. Be careful with that. That might be why this self-love card is popping up in March. So just be careful there. There is a balance. This kindness is not just for others, it's for ourselves as well. Make sure we have kindness for ourselves. And don't beat yourself up about things. And then we really are going to have to take a lot of self-care, self-love in March to deal with these unexpected circumstances. But let's see what else we can get. Some more information here. Okay. For this journey, this 3-month journey, what information can we get? For group 3. I'm looking for 3 cards would be good. I'm going to take this squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Alright, yeah, we definitely do need to believe in ourselves. Have the confidence that we can see this through, because this is going to be a little bit of a rough time, but we can overcome it, and we will overcome it. Okay. Turn knowledge into wisdom with our wolf spirit. And be generous of spirit. Kindness again with the lion spirit. Okay. So this kind of feels like we're helping somebody and it's draining us a little bit. Or we're not giving them the benefit of the doubt, but we need to believe in ourselves, be confident in ourselves, speak your truth when you need to speak your truth, be kind when you need to be kind. This is a very complex thing here. It's almost like you need to take these 3 things and apply them when it is time, because there's going to be a time where you're going to need to be generous, a time when you're going to have to be confident in yourself, but not forget this, it's like you're going to have to pull from these different aspects. That's what I'm getting from this and especially with turn knowledge into wisdom here with this wolf spirit, we're going to have the knowledge and wisdom on when to pull from these 2 different things. Do we need to be more confident and more straightforward, or are we going to have to be really generous with this person? Because this is going to be a very long communication, very complicated and entrenched in all these different emotions and things. So just be on the lookout. I mean, I'm going to be honest, this sounds very draining, which is probably, again, we got that self-love, but I think this is going to be worth it, though. You're going to finally, this feels like a long time coming, I think it'll finally be over with, this whole situation. Not over with, but like resolved. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me. Maybe we've been avoiding this for a while, or thinking it will just magically change. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Am I letting fear stop me? And do I believe I am worthy? Wow, this is a really deep energy, guys. I really feel like this has been coming a very long time, and we've been scared of it. We've been worried that we can't push through it, or worried, I feel like, of the consequences, and just not prepared to deal with, like, scared of a fallout almost. This feels really personal. Or with somebody really personal. But We have, am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations, get out of your head, and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Take a step in that direction. So, definitely in our head a lot. And with the fear, I mean, that's kind of funny. It's like, what would you do if you can't fail? And then you have, am I letting fear stop me? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? Are you feeling a mountain of fear? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. Become your own hero. Believe in yourself again. Believe in yourself. Figure out what it is that your heart really wants. Don't let fear change your mind on that. And do it even though you're scared. And then this is again a believe in yourself kind of card. Do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. So if you're feeling these things, like with this not feeling appreciated, you need to stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself. You deserve it. You are worthy of what you want. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty and go out and claim the life you've dreamt up. Go claim what you want. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all, and you are worthy of it all. You deserve it. Stop letting fear stop you. And then this one, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? No one else is going to do this for you. No one else is going to tell you what you really want. No one else can stop that fear and just jump into it. And no one can believe in themselves. You have to do that. No one else can do that for you. And I really think that's why this popped up separately like this. No one else is going to be able to do this for you. You have to do it for yourself. The back of the card. Are you waiting on someone else to take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself what risk you can take to move towards your dreams. Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. And again, it says it again. Do it scared. Take the leap. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you'll discover what you're really made of. This is definitely a really strong push to jump into this journey. Really strong push. But let's go ahead and do our last deck to see if there's any last advice, any last messages that the divine has for you, or anything we missed. Let's see what we got. Okay. Ooh, more cards than I thought. Alright, let's take a look. We have Three of Pentacles reversed. The High Priestess reversed, ignoring your intuition. So, Three of Pentacles, High Priestess reversed, Judgment, right in the center. Okay. I feel like that's important. King of Cups. And then the Four of Cups reversed. Alright, let's take a look here. So, let's talk about the Three of Pentacles. Not being inconsistent effort, missed opportunities, too much dreaming about long-term results instead of actually doing the work. So kind of thinking, again, what are you waiting for? You're thinking about the future, that it'll just magically happen, instead of wanting to put in that work. Achievement is slow and steady progress, which is what this whole thing is. This is a slow and steady progress. And we've been ignoring our intuition on that with the High Priestess reversed. Then we've known this, and we know that we have to make some sort of action, some sort of positive step forward, and it's time. But we've not been doing that. We've just been thinking that someone else is going to do it for us, or it's just going to handle itself on its own, and it's not. We need to work on that ourselves. Then we got our Judgment in the middle, which I find interesting. I really feel like this is a splitting off thing here. So, a self-esteem, this is like a reviewing past choices, evaluation. It's associated, this is like a truth, renewal, forgiveness. Also, higher consciousness. It's just like, to me, with the way this is, this kind of feels like some sort of shadow work. With the way this is in the middle, like acknowledging and getting back on our path. Like you can see she's on her path, getting back on there, singing our own tune, and really getting back to where we need to be, and really following our intuition again, and taking that step in that journey forward. And then we need to do that, maybe so that we can become this King of Cups. Blessings and good feelings, general and consistent feeling that all is well, and just a loyal, reliable, considerate person, gaining mastery of spiritual awareness and connection. Now that really stands out to me. This might have something to do with the spiritual journey as well, but also kindness again. We've had several kindness cards. Also getting to the point where we can embody this kindness. And then looking at the Four Cups reversed. See, this feels like a balancing act as well, too. Just the way everything's been falling. We have our not feeling appreciated. I almost get like a standing up for yourself vibe from this whole thing too, but in a way that is appropriate. I feel like this could be like a soul journey too, on standing up for yourself. Maybe we learn that we're being a little bit too harsh, so we really get kindness in there. But we end up tipping the scales the other way and giving people a little bit too much and not keeping enough for ourselves. This is like a balance, learning to balance your resources and your emotions and how you can help people and yourself at the same time, because we don't want to drain ourselves to the point of this depression over here. Because the Four Cups reverse, this is numbness, apathy, depression. So I think we have to be very careful and balance kindness, and I think this is saying to balance kindness and depression, or start this journey on figuring out how you can do both, because you can be kind and still make time for yourself. Let's see what our top card of the card is. Sorry guys, I swallowed wrong. 1 second. Oh, I apologize. Ooh. Anyways, back to what this is. We have our Ten of Pentacles. So happy home life. Really wanting to manifest family dynamics in our home life, in your living situation. Let's take a look at our bottom three. We have our Nine of Swords. Ooh, lots of anxiety, fear, maybe a little bit of depression. Ten of Cups reversed. And this is like kind of like another family card. We're feeling a little sad, like things are unfulfilling for us. And then you got the Knight of Pentacles reversed too. So I feel like this has to do with your home life, with your family. Because Knight of Pentacles, we got the Ten of Pentacles, which is your home life on top. And then the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is inconsistent efforts, succumbing to procrastination. So we have a lot of anxiety about it too, about what we've been procrastinating on. There's a lot of ones about not pulling weight. I feel like someone in your household is not pulling their weight. And it's leaving you feeling overwhelmed and unappreciated. And that's what this whole thing is kind of going to be about. Well, best advice that I have for you, really work on this positive. Do not succumb to this depression. Take active steps to deal with this, because there's a lot of disappointing and negative attitudes and anxiety, and I try not to do like super negative readings, but we don't need to look at this like a super negative reading. It's not. This is a journey, and it's going to be a rough journey, I'm not going to lie, but it is a journey towards a positive outcome for you. So what we really need to do to shift this energy, to change this energy so that we don't fall prey to all these negative emotions, is really be proactive on this. Make a plan, make a self-care, a self-love plan, because you are going to need it. Make a list of things that you can do to help with your self-love and your self-care, and pick one out and be determined to do it at least once a week, minimum. Maybe even twice, just because we're going to have a rough go of it. Lots of soul journey, lots of realizations, lots of communication. I mean, there's so much communicating here to like almost an exhausting degree, guys. So please take care of yourselves and be prepared for this. And maybe if we can already work on planning and changing our mindset, these energies will change and they will become much more positive. Because really, all these situations, there's no positive outlook on here. This is just thinking the worst and negative thinking. But we need to go through this journey to get to a better place. It's necessary. But hopefully this energy shifts for you. It is not permanent. That is all I have for you guys. If you liked this video or resonated with us, please give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Or if you do want more personal, in-depth reading, you can always message us below or visit us on Facebook at Star Sisters Tarot. And that's all I got for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!